wrote this record while 30,000 feet in the air. Steward is complimenting me on my nappy hair. If I can fuck her in front of all of these passengers, they'll probably think I'm a terrorist. Eat my asparagus, then I'm asking her thoughts of a young nigga. Fast money and freedom, a crash dummy for dollars. I know you dying to meet him, I probably die in a minute. Just bury me with 20 bitches, 20 million in the countdown fitted. Hold up, 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 hold up. Yeah, big shit poppin'. Section 80. Back in this bitch, in the back of that bitch, with my back against the wall and your bitch on the edge of my dick. Jump off. I call a bitch, a hoe, a woman, I never did nothing but break the ground on top of the asphalt. Tire mark gave you evidence that I'm easily pedaling with the speed of a lightning bolt. As a kid, I killed 2 adults, I'm too advanced. I lived my 20s at 2 years old, the wiser man. Truth be told, I'm like 87. Wicked as 80 reverends in a pool of fire with devils holding hands. From a distance, don't know which one is a Christian. Damn, who can I trust in 2012? There's no one, not even myself. A Gemini screaming for help. Somebody, hold up, 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 hold up. Yeah, big shit poppin'. Everybody watching. When you do it like this, nigga, losing ain't an option. Hold up, 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 hold up. Yeah, big shit poppin'. Hey, kick her out the studio, Ali. 24/7 nigga working his ass for it. She popping that ass for it. The king of diamonds with diamonds, I never do ask for it. They checking my passport. I'm too accustomed with customs, you calling the task force. I killed it, somebody cuff them, they want me to fast forward the game. And why you complain when you niggas is passport? You'll never hop in my lane when you pushing a rap for it. You wrecking my Jaguar, you play like a bad sport. Her feet on the dashboard. Hold up, 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 hold up. Yeah, big shit poppin'. Everybody watching. When you do it like this, nigga, losing ain't an option. Hold up, 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 hold up. Yeah, big shit poppin'. Everybody watching. When you do it like this, nigga, I wrote this record while 30,000 feet in the air. Steward is complimenting me on my nappy hair. If I can fuck her in front of all of these passengers, they'll probably think I'm Osama.
Straight out of Philly, turn it up. 95.3 Jamz.
Oh my God. Get the fuck out of me. Oh my God. I was not ready. I hope it scared the hiccups out of you. I hope so too, because I do not want to be on here hiccuping this whole fucking episode.
Well, welcome back to Heart to Hip Hop Radio. I'm Shay.C Vibes.
iHeart_Danny in the building.
Ooh, y'all, we were trying to make sure we didn't have any technical difficulties for y'all, and shit got real in the headphones.
Yeah, that was wild.
Oh my gosh. But we are back. We are back. We skipped a week because I think maybe we were still in recovery. I had a doctor's appointment. But the last time y'all seen us, it was Daniel's birthday. It was the pre-up. Well, first of all, that night got a little crazy.
Yeah.
A little gang-like.
I don't think I went into work. I think I worked from home the next day.
I believe you.
Yeah, we just woke up and was like, oh, no, I'm not doing this.
We just kept drinking. I don't know what's wrong with us. Then Friday was the party. So how did you enjoy your party? For those that didn't make it, but it wasn't my party. So. All right.
There were, I'm not going to call y'all out, but there were a little handful of people, who said they was coming and didn't, and then I heard why after that. But we had a ball. It was fun. Everything came together. It was a whole, just nostalgic party. It went just how I wanted it. It was great.
Everybody definitely dressed the part. That was the best part. Everybody dressed the part. The DJ did his job. Mm-hmm. The food did its job. Yeah, we did our job. Yeah. Did you ever get the pictures developed?
So I haven't gotten the pictures developed. I had disposable cameras laying around, so I do need to take those because I can't wait to see what these look like.
I want to see how horrible these pictures are.
Right?
Because first of all, the flash was bright as shit. So I know everybody was halfway blinded because they were drunk, and everybody's eyes are closed or low or drunk in the picture because
Yeah.
That's how
I
you
can't wait to see them. They're going to be funny.
But yeah, what else is going on? Are you good? Are you straight? Are you good? Are you fully recovered?
I am fully recovered.
Is 30 treating you well so far?
30's been great. 30 is lit. We're going on a little girls trip in a little bit.
Our mission is about to go act up on locations. Stay tuned.
Absolutely. So, yeah.
I can't wait for this trip. By the way, y'all, we do not match today on purpose. It's a thing that's been happening very frequently. We don't know. We don't know what's going on. We haven't spoken first. It wasn't, bitch, what you wearing today? I might wear that shirt. None of it.
Yeah, not at all. I don't know. I mean, I can understand black because we both wear a lot of black. So sometimes, all right, we're wearing black and gray, black and white. But this maroon shit,
I don't think I've ever even seen her in maroon before. Like, I don't know what's happening. We match the fucking curtains in the studio. It's just like
we absolutely do
of matchy shit going on today. It's crazy. Maybe it's an aesthetic though. For somebody, this is like
everything.
Speaking of which, I might have met my husband today, y'all.
What?
Let me just put it on the air because if he's watching, because he acts about my radio show. So
okay.
My Wi-Fi in my apartment been acting kind of weird or whatever, so I called to get a tech out or whatever, and I gave them a time that I'd be home. First of all, they get there early, so he calls me. Oh, I'm here. I said, well, I said this time, so I'll be there in a few minutes.
Right, like no one told you to come early.
So I get there a few minutes after that. He calls again. He's like, did I miss you? I said, no, I'm sorry. I'll pull it up now. My bad. I pull up. Y'all, this man is fine.
Really?
This man is fine. He's short, but I'm short.
Yes, we cannot be too picky about short men.
Yeah, it's not a deal breaker. If he's shorter than me, I can't say. I don't know. And I'm allowed to have a preference. Ain't no disrespect to the short men. You know what I'm saying? The short men be packing for real. But
that's a fact.
So he goes upstairs. He's fixing my cable. We're talking and stuff like that. He done fixed my shit. We just sitting there talking for like 45 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah, he got some goals and some inspiration.
Like y'all was talking.
We was talking.
Okay.
So he asked me for, a piece of paper, old school style, wrote his name and his number down, Call me, let me know how's it going. I said, okay. So, yeah, y'all.
Well, listen, we was having a conversation the other day, and Shay was talking about where you go to like meet men, and I was like, I don't know, like
not just to meet men, to meet the men that I want to match what I'm doing in my life. Cause
yes,
unfortunately, I know where to find men, and
yeah, we definitely
the bars ain't it.
Yeah, no. I mean, I said the grocery store. That's just because that's always what I thought. But I also don't go to the grocery store.
So this is why you don't take advice from single people. Because what type of shit is that? I posted my question to some people, and one girl was like, "Listen, my aunt and my uncle met and been together for 45 fucking years. So like, yeah, I'll call him." I'm like, "Oh, it's like that."
Definitely call him.
Love story. I'm gonna text him.
He old school. He wrote his name and number down.
I'm older than him.
Oh. So why did he give you a pen and paper?
I don't know. Maybe he thought he was being romantic, and I was like, okay. So let's not knock him. It's too soon.
All right.
Jesus. Anyway, let's get to our happy birthdays real quick. Happy birthday, Fredro Star. Q from Moesha, from Onyx. I was just joking about him the other day about how he was doing the Macarena, that one episode of Moesha, when her friend was like a homewrecker.
He look like kind of weird now. He don't look like, is that a new picture?
No, that's an old picture.
Yeah, because I think I've seen him like recently.
He look a little older a little aged.
He don't look
old.
He looks aged. How about that?
Yeah, we'll go with aged. That was my boo back in the day, though. Anyway, also happy birthday to New Jersey's Redman, who is also underneath all his craziness, cute as shit. But Reggie Noble himself. Why? Yeah, his new picture. Look, it's no disrespect to y'all, but sometimes light-skinned people age differently.
They do.
It's just a statistic. Yeah, like, I don't know. Maybe the lack of the same amount of melanin as a darker person would have?
Maybe.
It's like not even shot. I just want to know if that's a scientific fact. So somebody let me know if I'm wrong.
Well, I mean, we know white people don't age the best, and so they're kind of closer to that side.
Yeah, that's kind of what I meant but with my theory. Yeah, and it's fucked up because they put him on that newer episode of Power with Tariq, and him and Redman are brothers, and put him and Method Man are brothers, and putting them on the screen together, you can tell we don't make everybody look better age differently. Cause look, anyway, happy birthday to Brett, whose birthday I think was like almost the same day as yours or some shit like that. Or was it the same day? Because we was at the bar and all her videos was on.
Yeah, that might have been like the day after.
That more so means so we go to that bar a little too frequently.
I mean, that's true.
Okay, well, moving on. Happy birthday, Consequence, with his crazy looking teeth. And happy birthday, Q-Tip, as you hear Tribe Called Quest in the background. Also, this week in hip hop history, in 1990 was when they dropped their debut album, People's Instinctive Travels in the Paths of Rhythm. So, R.I.P. 5. Nas drops Illmatic. Jay-Z performs the takeover at Summer Jam, which we know didn't end well for him. I don't handle that loss well at all.
Yeah.
I don't handle the loss of that battle well. We got another battle we're going to talk about later on, too, because your man's is doing some shit. But we'll get back to that later. Also in 1990, In Living Color debuted, which is one of my favorite shows still to this
Love
day.
it.
Like, when you think about how many, like, comedians really, their whole career really like, came from that show. Like,
Every time I feel like when I watch older shows, like now I'm looking, I'm like, oh, they was on there, they was on there, they was on there. Like, it, yeah.
it's like all that for real, because you know how all that has a couple generations of cast of just different ones. Like, you'd be like, damn, oh, okay, he was in that later version. Like, Jamie Foxx was in the later episodes and shit like that. And like, Sean was originally the DJ, and then like later on they brought him on as like a cast member and shit like that. So it has a lot of history. That's one of my favorite shows. I used to be up late as shit, young as shit,
Just watching.
my mom told me, turn that TV off and Living Color's on. Okay. Unfortunately, some sadder news. R.I.P. DJ Drama and DJ K Slay. What sucks is I forgot that he was still that sick. I remember when they, say he was in the hospital with COVID, and I definitely thought he got better because
You didn't hear anything
else
about it.
So that was kind of crazy to hear.
I think he was in there for like 3 months.
Yeah, it was months. It was. I want to say it was around Christmas time.
Yeah.
That they were talking about it. So that's fucking crazy. This COVID shit's still around, alive and well, and it's some bullshit for real.
It is some bullshit.
I know you heard about the New York shooter.
I did.
Everybody's heard about this crazy ass New York fucking shooter. So if you haven't heard, I don't know where the fuck you've been, but so he got on the train, set off a smoke bomb, started shooting, his gun jammed. He shot up to many people, but 10 people were injured, I believe. No casualties, thank God. And then like fucking fleed in like a U-Haul somewhere, all because I think he was mad at either their governor or their mayor or something. Like, that nigga was on the train.
Yeah, I'm just like, people that do like those types of acts over something you can't control. Like,
yeah, you can vote. They say that all the time. You can't do shit but vote.
Exactly. So why you gonna go and shoot people that have nothing to do with it?
They said it was a mental situation, whatever, this and that, such and so on. But you know what the white people say. First of all, it sucks that it was a black man, because we don't do shit like this, y'all.
Yeah, that shit sounds real wild.
Definitely thought that it wasn't a black person. I don't know who we thought it was, but we definitely
did not think it was a black person when I first heard about it.
I don't know. That was just some crazy, scary shit. There's a lot of people. There's from celebrities to fucking bums. People take the train in New York. Like, there were so many people. Like, I was watching that shit live while I was at work all day long, and that shit was just like really, really crazy to watch. And it's gonna be traumatic for people because there's always been, that underlying fear, but you let go of it a little bit less as time goes on. But now you just brought that back for just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, dog. Like
that's something I would do just like every other day, like just be on the train. So like now I can't do that.
Yep.
And feel safe.
It's fucking crazy. You can't do anything and feel safe. And there's actually been some type of influx of mass shootings over the weekend or over this year. I forgot the statistics. I'm trying to pull them up right now.
It's crazy because I often have the recurring dream that I'm in a mass shooting.
You should look into that.
I looked into it, and it was a lot about like anxiety, which makes sense. But yeah, I definitely have that weird recurring dream, and just like in different places that I like actually go to.
Okay, I think we're oddly like that sometimes. It's like, what if it fucking went down in here right now?
Yeah.
I think that's nice right now, but just more so, I'm somebody that likes to like always have an escape route. Wherever I am, I'm like planning my escape route in my head. God forbid something happens. I don't know why I'm like that. I don't know what programmed me to be like that. Maybe being a part of our generation that have experienced all of these weird, odd, random ass, what the fuck ass tragedies. We're kind of always prepared to be like, damn, dog, somebody can shoot up my job right now.
I literally be having that thought. I'm like, yo, someone can come in here and just break this bitch up.
Mad as fuck at the janitor and like shoot up the whole fucking building.
Yeah.
Like, it don't never make sense. You're never prepared enough for it, and I think that's what puts people in fear. So, but you also can't live in fear. You know what I'm saying? People are definitely still gonna go on about their life. So, you know, that's important to know too. People that do it for evil, vindictive persons, you're not stopping people. It's literally no point,
Right.
at all. So, our thoughts are with all of the people that are affected by all this shit going on. There's been 3 mass shootings since Easter. That was one of the.
Wow. Easter was just on Sunday.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there was one at some party. There was the guy that somebody was stealing his stuff in the mall or something, and he was shooting at the shoplifters, and he ended up shooting like a 9-year-old girl by accident, shit like that. There's a lot of shit going on, and like, yo, go to the shooting range or something.
Right, like why you gotta shoot people?
What the fuck? Like, y'all are reckless as hell, and y'all need to get y'all lives together. And other freaking crime news, so the man who supplied Mac Miller's drug dealer. So Ryan Rivas is the man who supplied Mac Miller's drug dealer. His name is Cameron Petit, I believe. So homeboy is the plug.
To the plug.
Gave it to his mans, his distributor or whatever, his street man that Mac Miller gets it from, and he was sentenced to 10 years and 11 months in jail. So that's what you get for being the supplier.
I don't know. I don't understand. All this fentanyl shit is just, it's crazy. Why did he know that he was distributing fentanyl?
Yes, because some people are actually addicted to it themselves. Some people lace shit with fentanyl, which is really fucking evil and weird, because I don't see the point of you ever doing that. That's like unnecessary shit. Like, whatever people are buying from you, they gonna buy from you regardless.
Exactly.
Why the fuck would you lace it? That's not gonna keep nobody coming back. You about to kill your customer.
Exactly.
It doesn't make any fucking sense. But
and then I don't even think Petit, he hasn't even been
yeah, I don't think he's been sentenced yet. I think he's been charged, but I think he hasn't yet been sentenced. So I don't know. It's just crazy how that situation works and how much that affects so many people's different lives. You feel me? Like, the addiction is one thing, but all the people involved, y'all have the choice in the matter, and it's like, why, bro? I forgot that Angela Simmons' ex-fiance, I guess was the father to her son as well, I think. I forgot he was murdered.
Oh yeah, he was murdered.
His killer was just sentenced to life. So he's not coming out.
Ever. Oh,
Ever. Ever, yeah. That's them. And that's the killer. I don't even know the story behind that. I don't even know if they ever got into it.
I don't think they ever got into the story either. I just remember her just coming out, saying that he was murdered.
Yeah.
Her son was very young.
Definitely. R.I.P. to him, but I definitely always had my concerns about how old he was. But anyway.
It's a little older.
God bless the dead. I in like the most positive way possible. Anyways, so it's the motherfucking playoffs. The Sixers is whipping ass.
Okay.
Taking names.
Yes.
You got it.
Sixers and 5.
That's what your prediction is? Or is
Or
that
four.
the general consensus?
I'm saying Sixers and 5 or Sixers and 4. I mean, Toronto might not win any.
It's possible. Y'all talk about sweeps? Is that what we're doing? I mean, the way it's looking is definitely possible. Because, yeah, that's not working. There was a lady that chained herself to the hoop at the Grizzlies Timberwolves game. She was protesting killing chickens.
This also takes me back to what I was saying before about the man just going and shooting up people over stuff. So you just went.
Where's security?
I mean, she did put attention to it.
She definitely.
What her problem
mission
was.
totally got accomplished. Totally. She was
But it
like
was
dead
because
ass.
it was the owner that has like this this factory or this distribution place where there was like an outbreak of the bird flu in these chickens, and so they killed them.
That's what she's protesting.
That's what she's protesting.
Get these rabid chickens
So
the
it's
fuck
like,
out of here.
right,
What are you
why-
talking about?
Like,
They gotta go, and you gotta go for opposing that shit. People like her is why we have fucking COVID.
yeah, I'm just like, girl, shut up.
Fuck is you
They
talking
weren't
about?
killing them for no reason. These were sick, and who's gonna eat these sick chickens? Unless you just want to take them all, you can take them all.
Yeah, and let them reproduce and make
And
more
make more
fucking
sick
sick fucking chickens. Weird. What is wrong with people?
Girl.
Okay, well, so the Brooklyn Nets had the fucking biggest fucking upset of round one so far.
That was a good ass game.
It was a great game. A great game, both ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody kind of did what they were supposed to do. Obviously, there's always a couple different ways. There were some missed foul shots, a lot of missed foul shots, some unnecessary shit. So you think about those things when you lose that close.
And
So,
Jason Tatum fine.
he is fine.
He light, but he fine.
Hit that buzzer beater like motherfucking butter and did it like it was second nature. That's fundamental basketball.
Take
You always
the
got to
ball,
watch the
spin
back door. You
move.
always got to watch the cutter. There's always a
I was
cutter.
like, it happened so fast because I was looking down at my phone. I look up and I see that the shot was made. I'm like, how the fuck did he get up there? And then I look at the replay. I said, oh shit, he's
Yep.
ready.
I ain't call it out, you know? It's fundamental basketball. And it was a really good game, but obviously people are talking about how much Boston fans hassled the fuck out of Kyrie Irving.
Mm-hmm.
Deservingly so? Debatable.
It's debatable. Also, how long ago has it been?
Definitely.
Like, it's been a long time now.
It's been a very long time. So, you know, he engaged back with the fans.
Mm-hmm.
He gave them the finger on several occasions. You know, little crybaby faces
Mm-hmm.
and things like that. So the debate is, you know, should he be fined? First of all, he's absolutely going to get fined for that. I think he knew he was going to get fined when he did
and
it.
didn't care. But at the same time, too, it's just something with like the players and the fans. If you're gonna find the players, and something has to be done about the fans, because the fans are treating players crazy too. They're doing more than just like heckling them on the side. Like they're like throwing things and like saying more than just like, "Oh, you suck."
Yeah, there's just friendly, you know, banter or whatever, and then there's like harassment. You know, it's very borderline. We see what happened that one year, the Malice at the Palace. You see how that can escalate into something way worse. So you have to handle that on both sides. They said they need to start treating the NBA game like hockey games. I don't know if they need to do all of that, but I don't know. Obviously, yes, he is a professional. It did look a little petty in hindsight, but he was busting their ass, and I was right there with him. Like, yep. But in that same token, you let the stats speak, because
Right.
you definitely handed their ass to them. So, I think he was wrong for engaging with them from a professional NBA player's standpoint. But
Yeah.
I don't not understand why he did, because there's definitely a a level to that shit, and the NBA needs. I don't know how you can address that. I don't know if you can find a whole crowd and risk taking away ticket sales from your franchise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think you can do that. I don't know. I don't really know how to address it.
I just want to say too that I would rather us play the Celtics in round 2.
Do you?
Yeah.
Why is that? I know. Never mind. Go ahead. You tell me.
I mean, the Nets are really good. not that the Celtics aren't, but I feel like we have a better chance
Of beating
them.
Boston.
Also, it's always fuck Celtics, so
Always.
you know.
Don't nobody got no love for the Celtics in any. Yo, Boston fans are worse than Philly fans too. Like, that level of heckling is like absurd.
Yeah, and everybody always want to come at Philly fans.
I didn't say that y'all were any less worse than what y'all are. I just said that Boston fans are much worse.
I'll take it. I'll take it. That's fine.
So, who plays tonight? Is there games tonight? Everybody else tonight?
Yeah, everyone else is tonight.
All right.
The Timberwolves and
The Nets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we got to get this over with, y'all. This will be quicker than you think because I need to watch the games. So I didn't see it. I glanced at it and then I didn't want to watch it because I'm tired of ladies. I'm tired of this shit. So apparently DJ Envy's wife is on some type of live with him, and I don't know what the context of the conversation is, but she basically, I guess, admits to faking orgasms with him.
Yeah.
Did you watch it? Did you hear it?
I heard that part. Like you're saying, I don't know the context because they're on the, now after this video, they're on the Jada and Will list for me. Like,
What the fuck are you doing?
you don't need to know this shit. Why? And then also too, you're embarrassing your man, like, in front of everybody. And whether, like, his reaction to what she said, like, was fine, but, like, why are you gonna put him out there like that?
Why?
You just told the whole world his sex been trash.
Yeah, and I get not knowing the dynamics of somebody's marriage, like they're secure in their marriage. Cool, solid. There's also human fucking instinct. That is not something that a man want to hear, and that's not something that a woman should do to a man.
At all, let alone tell everybody.
Word.
That's literally like you dealing with someone and you just go out and just tell everybody that you not coming from the sex.
Yeah, like what?
Like why? What made you want to even say that?
Well, how did you get up the nerve? What do you say about him otherwise?
Right.
This is not somebody's marriage that we knew anything about, and we didn't need to know. But now, we know way more than we need to know.
I feel like celebrities have taken social media and have put way too much on there.
Yeah.
And because like we used to never know shit about anybody's relationship.
Exactly. You gotta actually read gossip magazines and actually believe that shit, which in essence, a lot of that shit was right. Because we're finding that out. But you had to read the tabloids and all of that shit to find out even remotely close to any of this information. Now, y'all put it all out there, and why?
Why? I don't understand why. I don't know if it's like, and it's not, I wouldn't call it an addiction, but like you just feel like you have to put what's going on in your life online, and I don't understand it.
I think it is a relevancy thing, but I feel like there's a way to do it. Like there's definitely celebrities that do it in a way that's like, I'm only showing, you know what I'm saying, to what extent? Because every artist manager probably says, oh, well, you need to get an Instagram. Oh, you need to get a TikTok. Oh, you need to do this. Oh, you need to do that. Nobody ever goes, so y'all just broke up? Get on live and talk about it. Nobody says that.
Don't.
You don't need to do that at all. You don't need to post about it. It's kind of your job not to. You're an entertainer. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know. They're definitely letting us in a little too much.
Yeah, I don't need to know all that shit. So with the faking of the orgasms and shit like that, right? So this is gonna seg into the other part because now the topic everybody is talking about is ultimatums. Ultimatums. We know it's about a show. So what if that? I'm gonna pose the question first, and then we'll talk about the show.
Okay.
So here's what's on the table. You faking orgasm shit. What if the ultimatum is you figure out how to make these orgasms happen, or I can cheat? And that can go both ways.
I mean, I'm always against ultimatums, but I wouldn't be mad if someone did say that. Because, I mean, you not figuring it out. You not trying to learn the other person's body. But at the same time, for me, I wouldn't be able to be... Maybe I could. Now that I'm thinking about it, because you're in a relationship, you do love that person, but they just can't satisfy you sexually. But if they let you go out and find that, and you can have the best of both worlds.
Get the entire fuck out of here.
I'll probably end up falling in love with the one giving me orgasm.
Exactly. Danny's a polygamist, is what she just told us. And it's totally fine.
I had to talk it through.
It's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I am not judging in any way, form, or fashion. There is nothing wrong with polygamy as long as you are okay with it. Well.
Would I be okay with the men doing that now? No.
See, these double standards. This is what the fuck I be talking about.
Yeah, see, then that's why I shouldn't even step into that arena.
Exactly.
Find a partner that can give you orgasms. That's the...
Yeah, why are you marrying somebody that can't please you sexually?
Oh, I would never. That's why I always say I would definitely need to have sex before I get married, because what happens, you get married, y'all not sexually compatible.
Nope. We going shopping.
And now you married.
We going shopping. We need to talk.
What's the saying? Don't purchase the cow without tasting the milk, or something like that.
Get the fuck out of here. Why would you buy the cow when you can get the milk for free?
Well, I just made my own.
Why are you purchasing cows? Why are you making shit up?
I mean, it works though. It works for what I was trying to say.
No. Oh my gosh.
You gotta taste the milk before you buy the cow.
Okay. No, I get what you said, but that was ass backwards. So, the show. Everybody's watched Ultimatum, right? Okay. So that's basically what people are doing. It's the most toxic show I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Extremely.
So these people that have been together for years, one of them is like, let's get married or else. So all these couples come on a show, well, they're gonna date other people to find out if the person they're with is who they really wanna be with. So all these couples date each other, choose which one they would want to spend 3 weeks of a marriage with. Swap partners. If you ever watch Wife Swap, it's like that for 3 weeks. Then they swap back with their partner for 3 weeks. Then at the end, they decide who the fuck they want to be with. Now, if I have these motherfucking problems coming into the show, right? Because I've done science before, and there's like factors and shit. There's like the control factor, and then there's like the other side or whatever. So why are you introducing an additive into what is already problematic? It's niggas on this show that got fucking mommy issues. It's niggas that got fucking sexuality issues.
Hold up. So
I didn't say it. I'm just going off the comments.
So
I didn't say it. It's not my opinion.
are we talking about you talking about Randall?
Yeah, like they think he's gay.
I didn't get gay vibes. I just thought he was just a pretty boy.
I don't know. I can't put it past anybody anymore. I don't even see. I don't know.
Oh, also another addition to it being super toxic is all these people are around each other and hanging out with each other. So you're literally looking at your original partner over here on a date
Busting
with
it up,
somebody else.
Hi-hi-ing with somebody else. And these dumbasses had the nerve to fall in love with each other. How you been with me for years and we talking about getting married or not? I introduce you to somebody that you fall in love with after 3 weeks.
And now you don't know if you want to be with me.
And then you don't know if you want to be with me. Oh, go ahead, my nigga. We straight. Go ahead.
Then on top of that, with the fact that they were all hanging out, then they're telling each other what their experiences are with each other. So it's like you got the one girl telling the original partner, yeah, because you know, like we kissed or we did this and that.
Oh,
and
my gosh. What was it, Madeline?
It was Madeline. Yeah, Madeline was talking to Shanique about her and Randall and was saying how like their chemistry was all good, and I think someone else said someone got a boner in bed.
Yeah. So you about to sit across this table because they have girls' night and they have guys' night, and they all get together and just discuss the situations. So you want to sit here and talk to me about my man's boner in my face?
Yeah, see.
No hands were thrown? Oh, the fix is on. Out of all those people, I'm throwing hands. And they were all drunk.
They were all drunk. Yeah, they were all drunk.
Sloppy drunk. Shit was real. She was like, I'm going to go make out with him. This is somebody else's boyfriend. And you have a boyfriend. I'm going to go make out with him. Okay, girl.
How did you feel about the Ray and Zay situation when it came out that Zay and Shanique had messed around or whatever, but Ray had become really good friends with Shanique, and she was very mad at Zay for not telling her that it had happened, and she wasn't mad at Shanique at all.
It depends what the foundation of their friendship was. If the foundation of their friendship was based on, girl, you're cool as shit, let's just not ever talk about that experience. I respect it. And that's your man. She don't really, at the time, she didn't really owe you anything. You know what I'm saying? If they ever did have a conversation, especially being that they broke up at the show, you know what I'm saying, and like weren't together at the time, so there's no reason to be like, oh girl, by the way, me and him fucked. Like, what the fuck would you tell me that for right now? It depends, you know what I'm saying? If it was something that was talked about, addressed, and you just conveniently did not indulge that information, then she's wrong for that. But at the end of the day, he's wrong for that.
He's 100% wrong.
He's 1,000% wrong.
I just didn't know how I felt about it, being that Shanique did feel the need to tell Randall about it. And then Ray was like, oh, like I've gotten real close to her. So it was the real close where I was like, okay, so if we become super, super close, you just not gonna tell me you fucked my man?
I also would have assumed that he already told you.
You could have.
Because if I'm thinking how I'm thinking, and I told my dude, you feel me? Like, all right, the only person I really owe my loyalty to and my honesty to is him. So I told him. So if we both talked about it and we was both in the same tight time, I'm sure you told her.
Right, and then I'm
not gonna bring it up again. And
right, I'm gonna look at it like you're okay with it.
Yeah, if you wanted to be friends with me after this whole situation is done, assuming that you already know that, cool, straight. Like, it's a very, very touchy situation, and I think only Ray could address that, and she did. And just be like, I'm not mad at you. So whatever their friendship was, she was like, girl, we good. That nigga over there,
fuck
she
him.
went off. I was like, oh, girl.
She is pissed.
That show was toxic, and all those people need therapy.
Oh, absolutely.
There was a versus. As much as I talked about watching this versus, my drunk ass went to sleep.
I stayed up and watched it.
Was it good? It was Mary and BB and CeCe Winans, by the way, y'all.
I was disappointed with the verses.
Why?
There were just a whole bunch of songs that I would have rather heard than some of the ones that they played. I wanted them to go into CeCe's category, and they didn't at all. So I think maybe they played. She did one song of hers, and it was a song that like I didn't even really know like that. And when I tell you, I was on CeCe when she was like, I
love her.
No, big CeCe. So it's like, I don't know. I was a little bit disappointed, but there were good moments. what's it? Erica. What's Mary's name? It's Erica and someone else. Tina. They each did their own. They did a couple songs.
Of course they do, because they're so adamant about not being Mary.
Yeah.
No, I'm Erica and I'm Tina. We know.
I will say too, BB was talking trash.
Ooh.
He was being a little spicy.
Oh, I'm gonna go back and watch it just for that, because I be messy. I said, oh, let me see the mess.
And he looked good too. He had his white beard and everything. I said, look at him.
I said, oh, okay, Zaddy.
He literally a Zaddy.
He said, oh, well, it's silver, platinum. Okay. You know what? Let's get into our break now, and then we'll finish up. We got a lot more going on. We missed y'all last week, so it's good to tell. We got a lot to catch up on and talk about. So this is Hearts of Hip Hop Radio. This is Shay.C Vibes.
iHeart_Danny.
And we'll be right back.
Follow us on Instagram.
Better follow me.
At Philly Jam.
Who's that creeping through the city in that dark ass tent? Misdemeanor on the way, yo. I slide in my rimless Bentley, no tights. I'm gymnast, bending blocks, my world the Lakers. Now, baby, hold that wheel while I'm rolling up. Hopefully, she old enough to purchase that liquor. What I need from the stove. She understands her selection, advance her affection, and fears my rejection. Never needing a hoe. I got plans to be that nigga. I know you met him as a child. He gave you 10 bones, don't sweat it, don't wow. Be cool for a minute. 93 till, be cool for an image. The hung soul, the rapper goes rapping those rapid woes up. Defying foes, lying toes, weapons on tuck. Malcolm, they tackle for belief in the movement, but Rashad got applause for releasing the music. Now sometimes I be getting higher than a bitch. Smoking on my lows, put the fire to the spliff. What up? What up? Now what up? Now I've been getting higher and higher and higher and higher. Now what up? Now what up? Now what up? Hey, now what up? Hey, now what up? What up? Naked stepping in the swimming pool, invincible. Women I pursue get lost in this. Middle of the summers in Miami. Came in with me, Hennessy and shots like I bought it for him. I'm a brown skin, small waisted. I'm creeping with my bald faces. I like her titties too. I like her attitude. I like her flexible. She got a baby, do I think she bisexual? At least I hope so. I glanced at that little grown man at her front door. He looking at me like I looked at Pops when he come for. My mama as a toddler, I was selfish. This ain't nothing new. I can spit a couple 22s if I want to. I save it for the tour, the allure of the gap tooth, rap tooth, the shape of sun. I always knew he'll make him some. He got schemes and smoke green and make him sun, take him sun. Sometimes I be getting higher than a bitch. Smoking on my lows, put the fire to the spliff. What up? Now what up? Now I've been getting higher and higher and higher and higher. Now what up? Now what up? Now what up? What up?
Follow us on Instagram.
Better follow me.
At Philly Jam 95.3 FM.
We're back. We are back.
We are.
We're back. It's Hearts of Hip Hop Radio. Shay.C Vibes.
iHeart_Danny in the building.
We are back. That is Isaiah Rashad. Sylvia Demo. Y'all know I'm a stan. I'm a super stan. And I'm super happy because unfortunately some asshole leaked a sex tape of him. And he was exposed for his sexuality, which is just lame. It's 2022,
It's
bro.
whack.
What do you get out of doing that?
That's so whack.
For what? What for? But he addressed it, and it was basically in his performance at Coachella, and it was a bunch of clips. He was basically sucking dick in the video that was released, but he didn't play that on stage.
Did you see the video?
I did.
Oh, I didn't see the video.
I saw the video, and hey,
If that's what you want to do.
he did that.
Oh, he
honestly.
did? He was killing it?
He was killing it. I didn't see that. Who's that? Who the fuck is that?
Who is that? Is that real?
Well, there's always a random one every time we record.
I'm a little.
Wow.
Okay, go ahead, Shay.
Yeah. So he had put together basically a couple clips just addressing it, of people addressing their opinion on the situation, saying, I don't see why people are even making a big deal out of it. Mm-hmm. Like, it don't speak anything about his music. Like, whatever, we don't care. Like, blah, keep doing him. Like, I hope this, like, you know what I'm saying? A whole lot of positivity. Mm-hmm. A whole lot of fuck y'all.
Yeah, like, why the fuck does it matter who the fuck I choose to sleep with? Yeah,
it was really weird, and people were really weird for doing that. So I'm just glad he was able to turn that negative into a positive, because a lot of times it's ruined people's career and just. Mm-hmm. I was watching a documentary on George Michael the other day.
That's random.
I like George Michael.
Okay.
Rest in peace to him, which is seeing how, like, you know, how sad his life was, because he was never happy, and even once he was able to come out, like, you know what I'm saying, it was still a whole lot of demons that just stem from not being able to be yourself. So
yeah,
be yourself, guys. Be yourself, love yourself, all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. Speaking of Coachella, so Meg got on stage and said, yo, fuck this, I got something to say. Drop some bars on everybody.
Dick don't song. Run me, I run dick.
Yeah, and it was crazy because I saw somebody tweet that before I heard about this, and I was like,
I did too.
Work up in your bag.
Yeah, that was literally my thought. We probably saw the same tweet. And I was so confused. I was like, huh? All right. And then like an hour later, I saw the video. I said, oh. You wasn't in your bag like that this morning.
Yeah, so, you know, she dropped she hopped on an old school beat. Bars sounded very transparent to me. Sounded like she was talking to somebody. Mm-hmm. The unspeakable.
Tory Lanez.
Yeah. Right, either they in love or she like really like, I don't know. Like, niggas be leaving us dick dizzy, man.
Literally, and he little, and we just said
listen. The people that go crazy over Tory Lanez go crazy over Tory Lanez. So,
and I feel like it's for a reason.
Yeah, it ain't for no reason. I've seen corny niggas get exposed. Like, they love them so they find out they corny, but like, I don't know, he hurt somebody's feelings. And at the end of the day, my question is always still, if it wasn't him, who the fuck shot her? How the fuck did homegirl end up shot? In both feet. Yo, look. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, something happened. But she also sounded like the old Meg. I was happy about that. Everything started to sound the same. Mm-hmm. Very much so the same. I'm glad she's like circling back and getting into her old ways if that's what she's doing. But they're saying that she sounds too much like Lil' Kim.
I personally enjoyed the song, and I think for that reason, that everything was really just starting to sound the same, and I was just getting over it. We had the conversation where it was just kind of like, we don't even really care to hear another album from Meg, honestly.
Not if it's all shake that ass music.
Exactly. So whether she sounds like him or not, I can see. I also saw people talking about Queen Latifah too.
That she sounded like Queen Latifah? Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
So I read it.
Oh.
If I could pick anyone for her to sound like, I would say she sounded like Kim. But, I mean, I liked it. That's all.
I did not like it. I liked it. I think at this point in music, somebody gonna sound like somebody a little bit. You're gonna hear an influence. Mm-hmm. So to say that she sounds like Lil' Kim, I can hear the influence. That's two different things.
Yeah, I think more so that's the route. Whenever when I do say that someone sounds like someone, I am thinking more so the influence of
But
them.
there is a difference. I do hear where someone sounds way too much like somebody. Like, no, you sound just like this.
Yep.
But hearing somebody's influence is different, because that's gonna happen in hip hop. That's been happening in hip hop for years, in all music for years. You hear an influence. You know, everybody gets channeled from somewhere. I liked it. I think my personal thing was like, it wasn't something I was kind of looking for right now as far as what I've been listening to as far as music. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be in I kind of I don't need a reason to be like, fuck y'all niggas. I got more than enough reason to feel like, fuck these niggas. And I'm trying to I'm trying to change my energy because I feel like you give off that, and like I feel like maybe men can sense the energy that I'm feeling, like the wrath that I'm feeling. So it's like unapproachable is finally kind of making sense to me. I'm like, yeah, bro, I look unapproachable.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you open your motherfucking mouth, like. I be hype. I did it last night. I could see somebody from across the room and be like, oh yeah, da, 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 da. Yeah, and then as soon as they come over there and they open their mouth, the amount of regret that takes over my whole body when a man opens his mouth sometimes, like.
Oh, absolutely. And then I just shut down.
Yep, I shut down totally and can't even fake it no more. Can't key through it shit no more
I'm
at
good.
all.
I'm cool with that.
So they're also saying that all of the rappers of today influenced by Nicki Minaj, and I think we addressed that when we talked about her interview with Joe Budden as well. Okay.
This topic came from the fact that on Sunday night when I was watching BB and CC, I don't even remember how the topic came up, but I gotten into I guess I would say just like a discussion to where no one agreed with me when I said that the female rappers of today have all been influenced by Nicki Minaj in some way. And everybody like literally jumped on me, and I was so surprised that everyone thought I was saying something super crazy. And they're like, oh, well, nah, they can be influenced by any rapper. I'm like, I understand that.
They can be. But they're also influenced by Nicki Minaj.
I said Nicki ran female, like, hip-hop.
Uncontested.
Yeah, and I said, and I also brought up the whole thing about Remy being in jail and, like, Kim was out of commission.
Yeah, we'll just say that.
So I brought up those points. I'm not saying, and I also was like, I'm not saying she was the best. I know she started doing some like bullshit that you didn't really fuck with, but at the same time, they've had to have taken at least one thing from her, whether it's musically, whether it's how they're rapping, like with their voices, their look.
Because her run was uncontested, she set a tone. So there was nobody to, give an alternate way to do things or an alternate sound. That's the tone that she set. It's a new blueprint, a new pink print that she set. And of course, now to be relevant, you gotta follow that blueprint. She literally changed and set the blueprint where you can't even go outside of that and pop anymore. You can have a Rhapsody that could be super dope and not pop anymore because that versatility was not there. Like that era before her, you had your Lil' Kims and your Foxies, but you had the Brat, you had Queen Latifah, you had all these different lanes of women doing hip hop and different sounds to compare it to as to what would be considered the top. If you have whatever the sound is being the top, that's just what it is. And I'm really hoping we can step outside
of that. And that's all I was saying. They was really jumping on me. Like, and then it was funny because I had tweeted the next day. I'm like, yo, I'm still a little tight that y'all really don't think Nicki influenced every single one of these girls. It could only be like, it could be one thing. Like, I'm not saying
whether it's her look, whether it's her hair, whether it's a sound, whether
Nicki was the one coming out with the, like, obviously Kim did it, but at the time that these girls were growing up, you're coming out with the different color wigs. You're coming out in the bodysuits and all these weird different outfits and changing your voice in a certain way.
And
like,
you can't say all these girls that went and got their bodies done was not influenced by Nicki Minaj.
Exactly.
Even Kim wasn't doing super. She worked on her face, but her body, that was like, oh, Kim was trying to keep up too. And I think that's where that beef ended up happening because Kim was trying to keep up with the Joneses, but Nicki was not trying to pay that homage for real. And it would be an ego shot to me, where I'm trying to keep up with your generation, but you're not giving me props for setting the lane setting the path that came before you. So I can understand why that could be, an issue between those two. But I don't know. It's hard to be a female rapper these days. Shit. I'll sit it out. I was supposed to go see Lotto last night, right?
What happened?
I have cramps.
All right, that's a good reason.
Like busting my
It was
ass.
probably general admission too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would have had to stand up and
Exactly. I was thinking about it. It was super beautiful all weekend. Now yesterday it was like freaking 52 degrees and cold and raining.
That weather was trash yesterday.
Yeah, and I gotta drive all the way to Philly by myself because I was going by myself. It's a freaking murder scene going on for me on top of my body feeling like hell. I was like, Lotto, I love you, girl, but
Not doing that.
I'm tight about that because that's my girl. Y'all know I'm standing for Lotto at this moment. So that's also the reason why I'm glad Meg is going back to her way because I need somebody to contest like real, just like gutter like bars. But anyway, anything else about Coachella? I don't know. Coachella was Coachella. So go ahead.
I just want to, Doja, my girl. I just want to shout out to Doja because I stayed up and I watched her performance on the live stream, and I don't know. I just enjoyed it. That's all I wanted to say. Because she was the only performer that I actually ended up watching. Because I really didn't realize that Coachella was this past weekend. Because I usually do like to watch the live streams of like the different festivals and everything. But yeah, she had a really interesting set.
Yeah, she's different.
She definitely different. I think that's why I like her. She a weirdo.
Yeah, she's super weirdo. But she not a weirdo in a good way with me. I don't know.
You just don't fuck with it.
I don't be sure about her. So ASAP did or did not cheat on Rihanna? They're saying he did not.
They're saying he didn't. They originally said he cheated on her with somebody that was involved in Fenty.
One of her shoe designers or something.
The shoe designer had came out and said that this wasn't true or whatever. Like, she has love for them, blah, blah, blah. She's happy for them. I mean, it's hard when you talk about celebrities and getting cheated on because we don't actually know these people. So it's like, I can say, oh, you dumb as shit if you cheat on her. Mm-hmm. But like, I don't really
know what it's like.
Exactly. So, I mean, I personally do think it's dumb just because I love Rihanna by how I know of her. Mm-hmm. So, and she fine. So
they posted a theory, and I had to think about it because back in my day, maybe like once. It was really, really probably only like once for real. I definitely smiled in a girl's face while I was smashing her man.
No, that's absolutely true. I feel like, and I'm not saying that she couldn't be doing that, but if she is to write a whole like think piece and post it,
yo,
like that's a next level disrespect right there.
Girls is scandalous for real. And she's pregnant. Yeah, you're a dirty bitch for that. Like super, super dirty. I was like 17 when I did that. Like that was super young.
Yeah, like you grown as shit.
Yeah, I repent for that, Lord. Because please don't let nobody do that to me. I'd beat a bitch the fuck up. Like, you what, girl?
Listen.
Yeah. So we're gonna go with he did not cheat because they definitely posted all booed up and stuff.
Yeah,
like after since that. Snoop Dogg was on Drink Champs. First of all, I need Nori to, like, I love Drink Champs. I love Drink Champs for what it is. I do. But Nori's interviews are not as good as people say it is. And that's no disrespect to him, but this nigga asked Snoop the same question like 7 times. He started and ended with the same question.
I just think for me, there's a couple things I had with Drink Champs. I do agree with you on that. Also, it's a little too long for my personal attention span. Mm-hmm. I feel like it could be maybe condensed a little bit. I love the whole idea of Drink Champs. Like, we just gonna get you lit and we gonna ask you anything. Like, I like that. But
I think they need an editor. I think they need to, because we got some connects. We can say everybody y'all way. Mm-hmm. I think they need to condense their episodes.
Yes. Because
in a situation like that where you have him asking the same question over and over again and just these random pauses, because we know Nori is long-winded as shit, you can, condense them. And I have that same, critique about every episode now. And it's like, okay, all right.
I can't get through a whole episode. I think the last episode that I got through was Kanye.
Yeah, he's lucky it's artists that I like. Otherwise, it's like, bruh. But some of the key points from there was me just wanting to inquire if gang culture is still a threat, to society, because the way you hear, the gangbangers that we knew of talking about it, it's It's not what it was before. Of course, you got these kids around that started their own little new gangs and versions of whatever, and they reckless as fuck. So we know that. So there's always that threat to society. Period. Violence is violence. But it's like, don't go outside wearing blue type time. Is that still a thing?
I don't think so. I mean, I think maybe in certain areas where it, excuse me, where it could be enforced, but I really don't think anyone's out here like, oh, I can't wear red today. Like,
yeah. I mean, if we've gotten to that place, great, because, I mean, it's way too much intermingling for it to be like, you know, I can't walk through this neighborhood. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot, y'all. The world populated.
Right.
You might run into your cousin. You might run into somebody. Like, no, at this point, if y'all still running around doing that, like, please. So, I also, as we know, Snoop Dogg bought Death Row Records. So, he has removed the whole Death Row catalog from streaming platforms. His plan is to develop his own type of streaming platform, the Death Row app, and be able to capitalize on, you know, streaming royalties and pay artists and, you know, people that work for Death Row that never receive their just due.
I think the idea is a great idea. I think I can see how you do want to help these artists, you know, that didn't get their just due. But as a consumer, all these people that are taking their music off of Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, you think I want to download an app for each one of y'all? I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna probably just end up like going on YouTube and finding someone that like put something on there if I really want to listen to it. But I just feel like it's an inconvenience, but I understand why you do want to do it.
I definitely understand what all the artists are trying to do because they're not making no money on streams. I get that. I think they just need to develop a better pay scale for streams so the artists can, you know, get their just due. Because, like you said, as a consumer, I'm not going to one particular app to listen to Death Row music. Just the way eventually I just stopped listening to Aaliyah because I get tired of having to go to on YouTube to listen to her music. So they figured that out and they gave us her music back. You know what I'm saying? You going backwards. Trying to do that, and I hope that he finds a better way to streamline or demand his just due from these platforms as the owner of Death Row Records so he can disperse the funds, because that extra platform, bruh, I am not, and give me back all my pop.
That's what I'm saying. When I heard that he did that, I was like, damn, like, so you mean I really can't just play Hail Mary on a random day?
Hold on,
that's
I
my
got
shit.
a whole pop playlist. Let me see if that whole shit not there for real.
It could be going.
If the whole...
It's going, ain't it?
No, the playlist is still here.
Okay. Well, you lucked up then.
Yeah,
you did it
like, what's
already.
up? Because I pay, like, you know what I'm saying? I pay. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to have to... Boy, no. I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? Don't play with people's music. That's something that's really, like, a big thing. Now we're used to having it be so accessible. You change that now, you really going to ruffle some feathers. I get what you're doing, but you have a whole lot of other lanes to do that. Start a Death Row channel or...
We even saw the impact with Versus when they tried to switch it up all weird and have people have to subscribe and stuff like that. We not with that shit.
I'm not doing none of that at all. So I don't know if anybody heard about Benzino. He's been wilding this week. A lot going on in his life.
Benzino has had an interesting month and a half.
Yeah. So he got arrested for vandalizing his baby mom's boyfriend's car. The girl he was on Love and Hip Hop with, Althea, who's super, super toxic because she was toxic on the show. And I watched her episode, her little 3 minutes that she was on Ayanla Fix Her Life, and she was disrespectful. Okay? But whatever. People grow and change, but whatever. Yeah, so he's on camera doing that with his no neck. Then...
Not his no neck.
He was dating a woman, a transgender woman. And she was recording his phone calls because she was ready to expose their relationship. They're in love. She's tired of being a secret. So she recorded their conversations and I guess posted them or whatever. I don't like it. I think that's reverse outing. And as someone of the community who should understand the great risk of being exposed or outed, if you're not comfortable being exposed or outed, I think that shit was super whack. And Benzito is not the most credible person in the world. I don't know what he did to her and all that shit. But that was super lame. Super lame. I don't understand the reason for that.
Yeah, I definitely don't agree with that that act. I don't agree with recording calls and posting it online, period, honestly. Even, it's gonna sound horrible, but like even in like abuse situations and you decide you want to post, videos of like a conversation, or if someone cheated on you, you want to post videos of a conversation. I just think the whole shit is just why.
Yeah, it's weird. Posting it is weird. If you're using it for criminal reasons, whatever.
That's different, but posting it online.
Posting it is strange. I don't understand why. I don't understand the reason. I don't understand the gain. And it's going to backfire and it makes you look crazy. Mm-hmm. So, and I don't think, whatever. I don't think people are questioning whether it's wrong to have a preference to date heterosexually. That is not wrong. Being on the down low and lying about your sexuality is wrong. Mm-hmm. If somebody asks you something and you say no, you're not obligated to say yes, but you're definitely removing somebody's preference to have their own preference. But I don't think that applies here. I don't think people saying that theory, like, he has a preference, he just don't want to be outed about it.
Right. Like, just let him chill, wait till he ready to.
He having it hard, so I hope,
And then also, too, it goes back to you probably had to know that this was the stance that he had when you got into the situation.
Exactly.
So now all of a sudden you feel like now you're ready to be out with it. Well, the initial agreement probably wasn't even that.
Exactly. Y'all better know who y'all dealing with. Like, for real, because that's how that happens. Speaking of all those situations that can get people in trouble and things like that, what are we going to do about Tremaine? I love Tremaine's music.
Well, I think I said this before. Like, Trey was my man. Like, forever. Like, ever since 05. Loved him. Was obsessed with him. And also love his music. I've seen him in concerts many times. I got him on shirts. I am so distraught about these allegations that are coming out because, like, we've already talked about, like, we heard about the Kiki one that came out. There were other young ladies that came out, but this whole Rory situation where he says he, like, personally knows women that are having these same situations and interactions with Trey, I don't see them being lies.
And look, at this point, it's like, bruh, I don't know what you out here doing or what you thought was okay. None of it was okay.
There also too was, I don't know, Drewski, like the
DJ Drewski.
I don't know if is he a DJ?
White boy.
Oh no, Drewski is like the fat nigga that be posting like little skits and stuff.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you fat if you ever hear this. But anyway, so he had posted a video, and it kind of ties in. He like posted a little skit or whatever about how niggas act when they're around women and they're drinking or they're in a party atmosphere, and how a lot of people were up in arms about it because the video literally gave off the predatory situations, but that's literally how it is. Mm-hmm. So it sounds like Trey is a predator, like on women, and it's so it makes me so upset.
It's very disturbing, and for me it's just like, what the fuck makes y'all think that it's okay? And I hope that this documentary does come out because it's just something that, at this point,
it's going to be a surviving Trey.
It is going to be a surviving Trey. And of course, there's still going to be holes in the theory. There's still going to be people that, are lying about it. But at this point, bruh.
There's no way that all of these women are lying.
And I need him to say something. But you can't, I guess. Your best bet is to not say nothing at this point because you don't want to be the person that's lying about it.
Just like R. Kelly ain't say nothing for the longest time.
Yeah. He just made music.
I'm
gonna drop another album.
Trey not even doing that.
Yeah, does he still have an Instagram? I'm gonna check his Instagram, see if
he does, but he don't be posting.
Probably better that way that he not posting.
Yes, I remember this.
So he kind of Chris Browned it. These bitches is lying.
But that was in 2020. There's been more that's come out since
Yeah, because the first ones, I feel like some of the first ones started coming out around that time. That's horrible. Well, we'll get that story when it's time, I guess, and I don't want Lifetime to do it. But anyway.
Oh God, I hope not. Who you think they're gonna cast Trey as?
What's Sweetness? It is. He's gonna be Trey Songz.
Wait, what is his?
Who the fuck knows?
Wesley Jonathan? Yeah.
Why he got two first names? But whatever. He is gonna be Trey Songz. That was the first person that came to my mind.
I'm crying.
And it is fitting. Speaking of bad roles and stuff like that. Okay. So, unpopular opinion, right? What if this is an accurate portrayal? And since when does the actress that looks like the actual person have to really identically look like that? We see cases where that's not totally the case. But we was all for it when we were talking about this movie coming out. It came out and we're like, what the fuck? But what if this is accurate? So Viola Davis is playing our First Lady, Miss Michelle Obama, in the First Lady series, which I didn't know was about the other First Ladies too. I'm like, what the fuck? Don't nobody give a fuck about Eleanor Roosevelt. This is about Michelle Obama.
I did not know until maybe 2 days ago that it was, about the other two First Ladies also. I'm not really quite sure why they're doing it like this, but I will say I am kind of really enjoying Betty Ford.
Yeah, she's that bitch.
Yeah, she's that bitch so far. I'm really enjoying that bitch.
She that bitch. But I don't know. We were all for it when we saw the faces. Everyone was like, she nailed it. She nailed it. Okay. I guess they did expect her to be in that face the whole freaking movie or series or whatever.
I feel like, honestly, that she is dragging Michelle this whole series. She's literally dragging Michelle. You do not have to make sis face look like that. You don't have to talk like that. You like the only so it came out she was doing it and she was doing I guess it was like a photo shoot or something, so she did like the little face or whatever. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good. Sis.
Hey, it's the portrayal.
Miss Ma'am. The part where she said, she said, you a coon. You a nigga. And
you
like
a nigga.
her face. I'm just it was so every time her parts came on the screen, I was just so uncomfortable because I'm like, yo, why are they doing this to my good sis?
It was very cringy. They could have picked anybody. Like, I always feel like certain portrayals, you just pick an unknown actress.
Like, they could have definitely picked an unknown actress. They could have picked Kerry Washington. She knows how to make those faces.
Yeah.
I mean, that probably still would have been cringy, but at the same, I'm watching it and I'm like, oh my God.
They lifetimed it. That's what it seems like. Like, y'all just, why?
It just, why? Do you think they actually sat down and talked to her about
That's my whole
the story?
thing. I want to know if she approved this role, this whatever series this is. I want to know if it was approved by her, because then what are we beefing about? Like, it's probably accurate and we're the ones just unhappy with it. What do you want? Michelle Obama to play Michelle Obama?
I want Viola Davis to stop making that fucking face.
Hey, she's in role. She's in character.
And then it just makes me think, oh, so if I was Michelle, I'd be like, oh, so this is what you think of me? This is how you think I look?
Maybe she told her to do it.
I don't.
She said, no, you gotta twist your face up all the time.
I don't like it. It looks like she smelled something she didn't like the smell of.
I'm cracking up. But then they did her eyebrows crazy.
They did her eyebrows crazy. Did they shave? they put something over her real eyebrows.
Yeah,
and
they did her whole face, and then they created eyebrows for her.
Penciled it on, and then she was doing the Stevie J face the whole fucking episode.
She was. It's great. This is so funny.
I'm gonna keep watching it, but then also too, I know we were on Viola Davis, but back to Betty Ford. She just seemed like she was just lit. Like,
yeah, she just wasn't for the shit. She said, okay, why would I fucking do that? That's literally, she's like, nobody else is gonna be at this funeral. I fucking am.
Yeah.
So, like, what are you talking about? Like,
I was like, okay.
Yeah, she was not for the shit at all.
And getting lit.
Yeah, super lit.
Big lit.
So K-Dot is dropping a new album finally, or teased at it. Who knows? We won't know until we get the damn album. I just want the damn album to come out. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. You know, I'm excited. I get excited. I couldn't express my excitement.
I mean, I'm 100% gonna listen to it. I don't know. I haven't been super on Kendrick in the past years. I think the last album I really got excited for was Damn.
There hasn't been much to go on.
Right. Well, yeah, right? He hasn't had an album since then, right? Okay, so 7 years?
Nothing to go on at all.
That's been 7 years. It came out in 2015.
We've been dying for you, K-Dot. We've been pleading. We've been waiting patiently.
This better be a fucking
I need 27 tracks.
You heard it here first.
27 of them things.
Not them things.
Not the interludes either. I need 27 tracks for interludes. So give me a 32 tracks on the album.
Do we know what he's referring to with the title of the album?
No, and I can't wait to find out because nobody ever knows what he's talking about until you hear the album. But I think it's definitely some type of play on words because Mr. Morale is a big thing. So he's either trying to bring the morale back, bring it up, bring the competitive nature back. Like, I'm still here. We, the ones at the top, we dropping some shit. And maybe he has some features on there where it's like, okay. So I'm all for it. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Last thing before we get out of here. Did you hear your mans and Mr. Harlow?
I did. I want to say one thing. Jack Harlow is a fine white man.
Yeah.
It might just be his little, like, cause
his little bop.
Yeah, it's like he still got the white boy swag,
Super
but
white
then
boy swag.
But he isn't a square.
He's definitely swaggy. I like him.
Yeah, it's that type of thing. But yes, I did hear the song.
Is this a diss track? Is he throwing shots?
I think he's throwing shots at Pusha T.
Pusha T.
I think he's gonna keep probably doing it. That does take me to when we
You're childish.
when the song first came out, a lot of people brought up the whole like Pusha T Drake beef again, and I just want to know: do you think Pusha T won that battle?
I do. I think he did. I think that Drake is the more lyrical one, but it only takes one good thing to push you over the top. Mm-hmm. And nobody knew Adonis was a person.
But see, my thing is Drake had been talking in mad songs before that about how he's been taking pregnancy
yeah, what?
DNA tests, my bad. DNA tests. Like he came out with I'm upset. And I think that's the only thing too. Like I'm upset he kept saying how he wasn't the father, but you didn't get your results back yet. Clearly when you made that song.
You can't expose somebody like that and take an L. He exposed the fuck out of him on top of still making it lyrically competitive.
He TMZ'd it. That's it. I wouldn't say I'm not saying he didn't win. Cause to be honest, even to this day, I really don't have an opinion on who won, honestly. But
it's not my favorite battle. It's just the most, okay, they're going at each other again kind of thing. Like, okay, I'll listen to it. I'll take it in and be like, ooh, that was a bar. Ooh, that was a bar. But I'm not invested in this beef because they're not even invested in this beef. It's just something to keep them both relevant whenever they get ready to drop something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, I mean, I definitely think in this song with Jack Harlow, there were some shots thrown in there. He also rapped for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, he definitely killed him on his track. But I think that was the intent, and I think that the only reason, just like I said, the only reason you would drop this response all these years later, like that type time, is to just draw attention to yourself. This is the Drake that I'm bringing back. This is how I'm gonna be talking.
Yeah.
And cool. Everybody's always here to hear what Drake got to say. So,
regardless, and I'm excited.
I think people are thinking too deep into it to be, oh, the beef is back on. No, it's not. We don't care.
No one really. They like you said, they don't even really care about that shit.
We don't care at all. So we're gonna wrap it up. Get out of here. It has been a good week. We got a lot to do. I have a lot to do the next couple weeks. So stay tuned for that. I'm booked and busy. So if you need a bartender for your cookout, your barbecue, your graduation party, your birthday party, your wedding, your bar mitzvah, your kids' parties, your grandparents' parties, hit me.
All the parties.
I literally do all of those. Like, I was just looking back at my itinerary. I said, damn, dog, I really shit.
Your resume long.
You know, resume kind of long out here in these streets, you know what I'm saying? So Angel Potions, book me. This is Hearts of Hip Hop Radio. I'm Shay.C_5 with a Z.
iHeart_Danny.
And we out of here. We'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Follow us on Instagram.
Better follow me
at Philly Jam 95.3 FM.
Y'all get ready to put y'all up on something, man. Yo, when you see something ill, you know what I mean? That shit is woke. Anything ill you see is woke. Nigga have a big 6 at the curb, that's woke, okay? Especially if he got the fully equipped kid on it, it's woke. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I had this bad bitch uptown, she was woke. Had me fucked up in the head, I mean, whoa. Bought the bitch diamonds and pearls, I mean, whoa. Should've seen them shit shining on the wrist. Now money ain't a problem, see my dough is like, pulled out my bankroll on y'all niggas like, lost the boot shrimp from 210th like, faggot wanna peep my blueprints, I'm like, had to hit the brakes on y'all niggas like, niggas getting both on my block like, coming home within a half an hour like, front like they had the manpower like, more or less. More so, I rip guitar so I live the fast life. Come through in the ball slow like whoa. My niggas like dough, like dro, nitro, my flow, nice clothes like whoa. Ease pain with cocaine like whoa. Now I'm Doc Strange in the range like whoa. 100 miles an hour switching lanes like whoa. Plus I'm getting brain from this chick like whoa. Finger near nigga asshole like whoa. Team floors bitches and bitches like whoa. 9-9 Jag Benz coupe like whoa. Keep them cheese lines on your blocks like whoa. Grenade through your window, bitch, like whoa. Love to see me do this shit like whoa. Niggas put me through this shit like whoa. So I'ma go toe to toe, blow for blow like whoa. And rip your torso, live the fast life. Come through in the ball slow like whoa. My niggas like dough, like dro, nitro, my flow, nice clothes like whoa. We back it, then flip it like whoa. Cars we jack it, then strip it like whoa. Fully equip it, front to back like whoa. Spitting on fiends that come for crack like whoa. Asking for shorts and shit, nigga like whoa. Half on this quote, now nigga that's whoa. Flow so properly, you'll see I'm whoa. Ain't no stopping me, I'm deep like whoa. Guns be popping, beat we creep like whoa. Hear my name in these streets, it's like whoa. Must I pound the concrete like whoa. Fill his bitch ass, head to feet like whoa. Your man ain't whoa. The judge ain't whoa. COs ain't whoa. POs ain't whoa. Play yourself, I get the G.I. Joe. DIC, K-Riders ain't whoa. I rip guitar soul, live the fast life. Come through in the ball slow like whoa. My niggas like dough, like dro, nitro, my flow, nice clothes like whoa. Niggas getting money in VA is whoa. Honey's looking right in ATL is whoa. Niggas pimping hoes in Chi-Town is whoa. Bitches taking paper in LA is whoa. Niggas stacking dough in DC is whoa. PR and DR hold me down like whoa. Ballers in Detroit hold me down like whoa. Niggas in New Orleans getting money is whoa. Boston and Jersey motherfuckers is whoa. Florida niggas and Philly niggas is whoa. Tampa and Texas, Cleveland is whoa. Memphis and Little Rock, my niggas is